Okay, so now we have 26 people with us, so we can start. So again, I'll start with all the formalities. Hello everyone. I hope you guys are doing fine. I am Rishika and I'm the moderator of this session, and the speaker of this event is Achal Ratan. She'll be sharing her knowledge of cloud computing and Azure basics. And at the end of this session, we'll also be telling you how you can host your own website using Azure and WordPress. And we'll also be telling you why you should join the Microsoft Student Ambassador program. So I request you all to listen to this session carefully because you will be learning a lot from it. And please stay muted. If you have any doubts, you can just text them, put your questions in the chat box. We'll try to answer them. So Achal, over to you. Start with your session.
Is my screen visible?
Yes, it is visible.
Okay. So thank you, Rishika, for the introduction. As Rishika already told you that I'm Achal Ratan and I'm the speaker of this event. So before starting with Azure, let's discuss about cloud computing. So it is the delivery of computing services over the internet, which is otherwise known as the cloud. And cloud computing offers faster innovation, flexible resources, and economies of scale. So, when I say services, what does it mean? What are the services it offers? So, these services include storage, database, server, networking, analytics, and there are many more services. There are n number of services that Azure offer. So I think most of you know that cloud computing is cheaper to use. But have you ever wondered why it is cheaper? So now let's see why is cloud computing typically cheaper to use. So there is a pricing model called pay as you go. Let me explain you in simple language. So, cloud computing is a way to rent compute power and, of course, storage from someone else's data center. So, when I say data center, uh, what is it? So, a data center is a department in an enterprise that houses and maintains backend IT system and data stores. So, let's take an example to make you more clear about it. So suppose you are having a website and you need a database for it, but you don't need any other services like the server, networking, or analytics. You only need database. So there is no need to pay the other services like server and networking. So what you do, you rent a database, and once you are done with your work, I mean, when you don't need it anymore, you just give them back. So you are charged only for what you use. You are only charged for the database, not for the networking, not for the server, not for the analytics. So in pay as you go pricing model, you typically pay for only the cloud services you use. That's why cloud computing is cheaper to use. So now, what are the benefits? If you are using the cloud, then what benefit it offers? As I told you, you only pay for the services you use. So it lowers your operating cost. And of course, it helps you to run your infrastructure more efficiently, as it helps you to use a service, and after the use of that service, you can give them back. Therefore, it helps you to scale your business as it needs to change. Suppose your business needs a database today, then it needs a server tomorrow. So you will only pay for the server and the database. You will not pay for the analytics, for the intelligence, because you are not using those services. So the next question is, why should you move to the cloud? So the cloud helps you to move faster and innovate in a way that for one seems to be impossible. Like you just can't imagine that. So what I mean by this is, let's take an example first. So few years back, software releases were scheduled in terms of months. In fact, they were scheduled in terms of years. But now they are scheduled in terms of weeks and even days. I think you all have noticed that sometimes there are multiple updates within the same day. So that's how technology is changing. Let's consider another example. So you all use smartphones, right? So have you ever noticed that features are continuously changing? Earlier, we used to have a pattern or the code to unlock our phones. After that, we used fingerprints. But soon after that, a new system came. That is face detection system. Now, what is face detection system? It first detect, then analyze, then identify, and then it authorize. So how do you think these things are possible? So these are the features offered by cloud. Here you can make your own app doing exactly the same thing. You can make your own application that will use face detection system. Okay, so yeah, one more thing, that earlier when we have to search something, suppose you want to search for a particular movie, or you want to know about a particular cricket match, then what you used to do, you used to type the entire stuff to search, right? But now you can notice that it is possible by just a voice command. You just have to say that. So you can do the same thing in cloud. In fact, you can create something better, something completely new. So that's how you can use cloud. Okay, so we have discussed enough about cloud. So what is Azure? Like this session is about Azure fundamentals. So what is Azure? So it is a continually expanding set of the cloud services. That's why I discussed the cloud first. So Azure gives you the freedom to build, manage, and deploy application on a massive global network. Of course, using your favorite tools and frameworks. So Azure helps you and your organization to meet your current and future business challenges. Okay, so now we know what Azure is, and we know what cloud is. So what can you do with Azure? What kind of things Azure offer and how can you use it? So Azure provides you more than 100 services. Yes, guys, 100 services that enables you to do everything from running your existing application on a virtual machine to exploring completely new softwares. So let's take an example that Azure provides AI and ML service, that is artificial intelligence and machine learning. I hope you guys know that. So what can you do with this service? What can you make with artificial intelligence and machine learning? So you can create an app that can naturally communicate with user through vision, hearing, or even through speech. So if you guys are interested in these kind of stuff, like making new application, innovating something new, and doing something completely different, then you can explore so much here. Like Azure offers so many services to do those kind of stuff. So Azure services. Now I'm continuously saying that Azure offer this service. You can use that service, but what are these services? As I already told you that there are n number of services. So I have listed few of the most commonly used categories. There are so many, so I have listed only few because it is not possible to tell everything in just a 1 hour session. So let's start with storage, our first category. I know many of you think that Azure and cloud are only for storage purposes, but that's not true. Of course, it includes storage, but that's not the only service it offers. So in storage, we have Azure File Storage, Azure Table Storage, Azure Queue Storage, and there are many more kinds of storage which let you to store data. And it really doesn't matter what type of data you are storing, whether it is in table format, whether it is in file format, Azure will provide you a service that will let you to store it. So the next category is mobile. I know many of you are interested in developing new apps, exploring things, and to create something different. So here the developer can create mobile backend services for the Android apps. Not only for the Android apps, you can also create for Windows app and for iOS very quickly and easily. So the features that used to take time, let's say it used to take an hour. So now with the help of Azure, you can now simply include that feature into your application. So it will not take that much time. So therefore, it is easier to build new application with the help of Azure as it helps you to include it very quickly and simply. Okay, so now database. So Azure provides multiple database services with a wide variety of data types. So it really doesn't matter if your like whatever your data type is, the Azure will provide you a database. Also, Azure provided with the global connectivity, so the data will be available to your user instantly. What else do you want, guys? Your data is available to the user very quickly, and that's what a user want, and that's what a developer want. So moving further, there is web category. Nowadays, everything is digital. Everyone is moving into this digital world. So Azure includes first-class support to build and host web apps and of course HTTP-based web services. As Rishika said, we will let you know how to host a website using Azure at the end of the session. Now, artificial intelligence. I have already discussed an example earlier in the session that how can you create an application that will naturally communicate with the user through vision, hearing, and speech, right? So let's take another example, a simple one. Have you ever noticed that whenever you search something, suppose you search for a particular singer, so after that, whenever you search for something else, it already gives you so many suggestions about that singer. So this is also an example of AI and ML, of course, at the lower level. So you can also include this into your own application. You can make an application that can have the same feature. Um, so many of you must be thinking that how can you start with Azure account? Like how can you have your own Azure account? So you can purchase Azure Access directly from the Microsoft, or you can choose Azure free account, which gives you the access to the popular Azure products for about 12 months. Yeah, for 12 months. But if you are a student, then there is a plus point for you, as you can go for Azure free student account. And if you have any doubt, you can surely reach out to us. We will definitely help you. Now, Azure regions. What are Azure regions? So Azure intelligently assigns and control the resources within each region to ensure workloads are appropriately balanced. So let's take few example of regions that are West US, West Europe, Canada Central, and Australia East. But they are not the only regions. There are many more regions. There are only few of them. So now we know what is region. But why are region important? Azure has more global regions than any other cloud provider ever had. So these regions gives you the flexibility to bring applications closer to your user no matter where they are. Like global regions provide better scalability and redundancy. They also preserve data residency for your services. So now the question is, what is Azure subscription? So using Azure requires an Azure subscription that provides you with authenticated and authorized access to Azure products and services. So basically, it is a logical unit of Azure services that links to a Azure account, which is an identity in Azure Active Directory. Or you can say in a directory that Azure Active Directory Trust. So yeah, there is one more thing, that is Imagine Cup. It is a Microsoft's global student technology competition where you can participate with your friends to tackle some of the world's biggest social, environmental, or health challenges. You can bring your tech projects to the global stage for the chance to win the cash prize. I know whenever there is a competition, you all search for the prizes. So there is a cash prize. You can have the networking opportunities, and you can also have an expert mentorship. So I guess it's great. So if you want to participate, you can go to imaginecup.com and you can participate there. And if you have any queries, you can reach out to us. So I guess now you all know what Azure is and what are the benefits of Azure. And whatever we have discussed so far was only the basics. Like we have only discussed the basic of Azure just to give you an idea of what it is and what can you do with it to make you familiar with Azure. So if you guys are interested, we can organize much more session and we can discuss Azure in deep. So now let's create a website using Azure. So I request Rishika to share her screen. Rishika?
Sure, Achal. Just a second. Okay, is my screen visible?
Um, Not yet.
Just a second. Now, is it visible?
Yes, Rishika.
Okay, so I've already opened the portal.
Yeah, this is the Rishika's MLSA account. So the very first thing we have to do is to activate the sandbox. Now, what is a sandbox? So sandbox gives you the access to free resources. This can only be used to complete training on Microsoft Learn. So this is a student account, so we need to activate the sandbox. And yeah, your personal subscription will not be charged because this is for training purpose. So let's activate the sandbox. It will take some time, but yeah, after we have activated it, we will get the access to all those things we want to make. So yeah, and one more thing, we have 10 sandbox for a day, and each sandbox is available for around 2 hours. So it means for each day we get 20 hours. I guess this is more than enough, right, guys? So now we will sign up to Azure portal. Yeah. Um, uh, so yes, this is how Azure portal will look like. So there are many features. So as you can see, there are virtual machine, app services, storage account, SQL database. I guess you know I have told you in the presentation that there are so many features. So yeah, there are n number of features and it is really difficult to cover all of them. So let's start. So now we have to create a resource group. So Rishika, please create a resource. Yeah. So what is a resource group? It is a group to hold all the things that we need to create, like the website we are creating. The resource group enable us to administer all the services like network interfaces and other elements that potentially make a solution as a unit. And yeah, there is another option to manage resources via command line. You can follow any of them. So what you can see now is the Azure Marketplace. It is an online store that hosts applications that are certified and optimized to run in Azure. So there are many types of application as you can see, but we will be choosing WordPress. So Rishika, please choose WordPress. Um, we will choose WordPress as we are going to make our website with WordPress. Yeah, this WordPress app service. So this is WordPress. We will select create. So now there are several options to configure your deployment. So for the app name, we have to choose a unique value. So Rishika, please choose something unique. And yeah, you have to make sure that concert subscription is selected in the subscription. Then we have to select resource group. We will select the existing option. Yeah. So now the database. The data provides. We have to choose MySQL in app from the drop down. MySQL in app. Yeah, and we will leave the application inside at the default configuration. Now we have to change the app service plan. We will create new, select create new. Yeah. So now what is app service? App service is an HTTP based service that enables you to build and host many types of web based solution without managing infrastructure. So in app service plan, we will write WordPress service plan. So Rishika, please, yeah, please write it. WordPress service plan. So it should be unique. So then we will choose Central US. Make sure it is the closest. So now pricing tier. We will be having a new pricing tier that is from dev test. We will select dev test and from there we will select F1, right? Then we will apply it. Rishika, please apply. Yeah, we will create to start the deployment. So now we can verify that once we see the notification that the deployment is in progress, it will take some time. So yeah, you can see that the deployment in progress. Rishika, please show the notification. Yeah, this is the notification I was talking about. So in the meantime, you can ask your queries in the chat box. I will try my best to answer them. Um, so yeah, there are two questions like what are the programming language are we should know to work with Azure. So Aditya, you can start Azure without knowing any programming skills at all, as Azure is a platform that can be learned without programming. As you can see, we have deployed our website without using any programming. But yes, sometimes you have to write some configuration code for deploying your application. Like we are deploying in Azure, but you will get used to it if once you start with Azure. So yeah, as you can see, deployment is still in progress, but you can notice that how resources are listed as they are created and the status changes to a green check mark as the each component in the deployment completes. So yeah, it is taking some time. So let's see what are the questions. So how to work with Azure and comparatively language to work on? Yeah, Vivek question. So you can start by having an account. You can, as I said, you can have a Azure student free account. And what I said in this lecture was only the basics, like just to give you an idea. And you don't need any programming language to start with Azure. But if you are really looking for it, you can definitely reach out to us. We will be sharing our LinkedIn profile at the end of the session. So you can contact us there. We will be glad to help you. So as you can see, the deployment succeeded. So let's go to the resources. Rishika, select go to resource. Make sure you are in the overview section. Yeah, we are in the overview section. So here is the URL of our site. You can copy paste or just click on it. Yeah. So um it's almost done, guys. We are deploying our site. Yeah, you can select the language here and then you can select continue. So there are some information that you are needed to fill, like the site title. Yeah, then the username. Um, you can have anything like in the site title and username, but make sure you copy the password because in the next step you will be asked to log in and there you need your username and your password. So please copy it, Rishika. And yeah, if you guys are doing it for just learning purpose and you are just doing it for fun, then don't miss to click on this checkbox. So yeah, we are ready to install. We are installing the WordPress. So yeah, as I said, you will be asked to log in. So yes, let's log in. So page you're looking for, third. I think there is something we have missed. So we will do it again. So yeah, so you can see this is the website we have deployed. So this is the default page. You can change it according to your need, according to your desire. You can show your creativity here. And as you can see, the deployment process is really simple. Like we have just deployed our site within few clicks. So you can also do the same. And yeah, you can then design your website according to your need. So I will leave it to Rishika that how to design. So Rishika, please take over and just tell how you can design, like showing different templates and all. Rishika, actually you are muted, so please unmute yourself.
Okay, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
So this is the dashboard of WordPress. From here, whatever you do will be shown here. This is your website and this is the WordPress dashboard. Since we have a very little time, so I'll just show you quickly the basic things that you can do. Let's go to, let's say, dashboard, customize your site. So from here you can, this is the 2019 by default WordPress gives this theme. You can change it. Let's choose some portfolio, I guess. Okay. Okay, WordPress organization themes. Now we can search for portfolio themes. Uh, let's go with this one. So WordPress is like, I personally learned web development, and when I started working with WordPress, I was like, my whole coding was just a waste. It's just a work of few clicks. You can like create your own website in just few clicks in half an hour, and it's very simple. As you can see, you have to click on these elements and you will be able to edit them. For example, if I want to change menu, I can create my own menu. Let's name it something primary. Next. And WordPress is all about drag and drop functionality. Home page. I can add various categories to it, create new categories using uncategorized options. So whatever you see in the websites, you can do with WordPress. So it will take a bit time. Let me show you my real life project I worked on. Oops, see, I don't know why it's not working. .com.o.in. Okay, that's not working. Medal clothing. Okay, this is the website. So this is the website I made using WordPress. You can see it's a clothing website. I worked on it, created this mega menu and all. This didn't require even a single line of code. You have to just drag and drop and you can create these fantastic websites. So if you want, we can conduct a in-depth session on how you can make professional websites like these. But for now, you have to like explore things on your own. It is kind of very interesting, and yeah. So whatever you do, activate and publish side by side. You have to like whatever you make changes, just publish it. It is published, so you can see after refreshing, this page will also be changed. See, so you can add things according to you. You can choose from thousands of templates, and yeah, WordPress websites are very simple to make, and it's very interesting to explore. So Achal, I guess we are done with this project, or should I tell something more?
No, Rishika, we are done. Actually, we don't have much time now. It's only an hour session.
Okay, then it's fine. Achal, did you share that Microsoft Student Ambassadors link? Please share it.
No, I'm just sharing it. Yeah, I'm sharing it
Okay.
in the chat box. And
Because
I'm also sharing the LinkedIn profiles. We are sharing the LinkedIn profile, so you guys can reach out to us and we will be glad to help you. Just wait for a minute. I'm sharing it.
yeah, so with this, we move on to the fun part, MLSA. You guys must be thinking why we are conducting this session. Like, who gave us this right? Right? So, Achal and me are Microsoft Learn Student Ambassadors. We are at alpha level, so we have to conduct these events. So as I said, MLSA stands for Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador Program. If you are in school or in college and is passionate towards learning new skills, then we strongly recommend you to come and join this family. Literally, you'll get to learn a lot from this, and you'll get a lot of opportunities to practice and improve your skills. You get lots of perks and benefits as you progress in the program. Let me quickly show you how you can apply and what is the eligibility criteria. Let's open a new tab. Okay, I must be logged in, so let's enter as a guest. So this is the Learn Student Ambassador portal. You can apply from here. So this is the application page. So the applications, you can apply for this program quarterly. Like this happens, they take the ambassadors 4 times a year. So you can read about the application process and your privacy terms and eligibility criteria. I guess they don't take third year students because already third year students are very much busy. So I recommend my friends who are in second year to apply for it right now, because you can like apply for it and wait for them to review your applications. And this is all they want: personal information, basic personal information, your social media details, and the application questions. You can check it out. Also, in applications question, there are 3 questions, and for one question you have to give a video recording. Like, they want to check your speaking skills and all, so you have to send a video to them. One question is mandatory, but like Achal and I sent all the questions in video format to make it a little bit more interactive. So yeah, you can check it out, and I strongly recommend you to apply for this. This is literally amazing and a life-changing program.
Rishika, you should also say about the nomination process that we have the right,
Okay,
right?
yeah, I totally forgot about it. So it's like, if you are interested, then you can follow us on LinkedIn. We can guide you through. And also, there's one section where we can nominate you, so it increases the probability of you being selected. And of course, if you want to know more about it, you can follow up on LinkedIn. And yeah, you can like ask anything you want to. We'll be guiding you. So Achal, like, would you like to share your journey?
Okay, so talking about my MLSA journey, so it was full of perks. I don't know from where to start. So yeah, when I got selected for this program, that is Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador, I was super excited, and I guess Rishika was the same. She was also so excited. And honestly, at that time, we wasn't fully aware about what are the perks of being a MLSA and what does it actually offer. So that's why we are here to tell you what are the benefits and what can you get from this program. So as soon as I got selected, I became a part of MLSA community. So it's a great opportunity to join the community. So there are so many are there where you can interact with the different kinds of people and you can share your knowledge with them. So there are people having a lot of skills, like great skills, and these people keep me motivated that yeah, I should learn more, I should learn new skills, I should work on my skills. But it doesn't only polish my skill, it also helped me to improve my personality. So yeah, if you want to work on your skills as well as your personality, so MLSA is the right choice for you guys. And there are many more things that, and of course, opportunities you will get when you become a part of this MLSA community. And they also gave me the access of Microsoft 365 Premium account. Yes, guys, premium account. And I'm so happy to have it because there are so many new features like different templates, the latest templates. So whether you want to make a PowerPoint presentation or a portfolio, there are so many options you can explore here. So yeah, you can count it as a perk. So now talking about the learning path, like you want to learn more, right? So MLSA provides so many learning paths for different kind of interest. Like there is Azure, there is machine learning, there is artificial intelligence, and there is blockchain also. So there are n number of paths, and you can choose any of them according to your own interest. So I chose Azure. So when I started it, it became more and more interesting. So I just want to explore more things there and wanted to do different kinds of stuff. And also they provide Azure account, that is the student Azure account. Through that we have shown you the practical. You have seen the Rishika's account. So yeah, when you do practicals, you just get to know more features. Like, and yeah, if you are only doing the theory part, then you will not be confident enough to say that yes, I know about it. Like, you can't say that yeah, I know about Azure. So I like it that they allow us to do practicals and to explore new features. And trust me, guys, after the practical session, you will be confident enough to say that yes, I know about it. I can do a lot of things with Azure. So, after the completion of my learning path, I got promoted to this alpha level, and that's when I got the access of the LinkedIn Learning. And honestly, I was really looking for it because there there are things like I want to know, and with the knowledge, I want to gain the certificates. So here you can have that knowledge, you can work on your skills, and you will get the certificates for the same. So that's the best part. You can learn, you can get certificate, and you can show that certificates to the next person. And yeah, this is the proof that you know how to do the things. So yeah, there are so many learning stuff. MLSA provides you many learning stuff. Like, you can learn a lot. It is a never ending process. You can learn more and more and more and more. So now talking about the swags. I know many of you guys are interested in swag. So MLSA provides so many digital swag. You can use it on your social media or you can post them there. It's really good to have something to show others that yes, I belongs to that community. So yeah, you can check out my LinkedIn account. I have used one of the swag there as my profile cover picture. So that was the swag provided by MLSA. And also you will get the certificate. Like, after your selection, you will get a certificate, and when you got promoted, you will receive a certificate. So there are many things. Like, you will have a business card like of MLSA. It's a digital swag, but you can have the prints. And the best part was email signature. Like, they gave me the email signature, and it was really fascinating. That I mean, I have never seen it before, so it was like, yeah, this is mine. I have a email signature of my own. So yeah, there are so many things, and not to forget about batches. So MLSA provides you a lot of batches. Once you become a part of it, you will receive many. And whenever you complete a learning part, you will receive a badge for the same. So yeah, there are a lot of more things, but I think that's it. So if you are interested in learning new skills, then you can apply here. If you are, even if you are not good enough in coding, like one of you asked, so you can explore more options here. There are so many options. Yeah, I think that's it. Over to you, Rishika.
So we are leaving rest for you to explore. Just go and check out the Student Ambassadors site and please hit us on LinkedIn. And if you need any help, we are always here. So that was it. Thank you for being so patient. I hope you learned something new. Also, we'll be sharing, I guess Achal has already shared. Achal, but please share it again. We'll be sharing a feedback form. Please fill it and give your valuable feedback. Write down your name and email correctly because soon we'll be sending you your certificates. And I'll be conducting an event on Python with VS Code. So I would love to see you all there. And that was it, guys. We are done with this session. Thank you for being so patient. And with this, we end the session. Please do give your feedback.
Yeah, and you forget to mention, Rishika, that the only participant will get the certificates who will fill out this feedback form, because there is no way now that you have only registered for the session and you are not attending it and you will get a certificate. So please fill it out
Yeah,
and you will
exactly.
receive your certificate. I guess before Monday you will receive it.
Hmm. So please do fill the feedback form if you are with us till the end. Then you really deserve it. So please fill it. With this, we end our session. Should I disconnect the call, Achal?
Yeah, you can. And I request everyone to disconnect the call because in Teams, you this meeting will be continue if you didn't disconnect it. Yeah, I should stop the recording now.